There are some sounds that stick with you forever, like the echo of a slap in a silent hallway. For Emily Carter, that sound marked the end of her silence. She had always walked the halls of Ridgewood High like a shadow, present, but unnoticed. Her long, brown hair usually draped like curtains, hiding her face as she kept her head down, books clutched tightly to her chest. Emily wasn't shy, not really. She was just tired of drawing attention. Especially after her father's sudden passing the year before. The grief had carved a hollow inside her, one she never knew how to fill. So she stopped speaking. Even teachers whispered about the mute girl behind staffroom doors. But what most didn't know, couldn't possibly guess, was that Emily had spent the last year secretly training at a local martial arts studio her father had once taken her to. The dojo became her sanctuary. Her silence transformed into focus. Her pain, into precision. It was a Monday when it happened. The hallway between second and third period was always chaos. Students rushed between classes, lockers slammed, laughter echoed, and someone always yelled for no reason. Emily, as always, moved through it like a ghost until Zach Miller blocked her path. Zach was the type of guy who laughed too loud and punched lockers when no one was looking. Captain of the junior football team. Popular. Loud. Unchecked. Hey, he barked, stepping in front of her. Still pretending to be mute, freak? Emily didn't reply. She never did. She simply shifted to go around him, hoping to keep moving. But he wasn't done. Say something, Carter, he mocked. His friends laughed. Come on, say moo, or meow, or something. Emily's heartbeat pounded in her ears. She clutched her books tighter, jaw clenched, and kept walking. That's when it happened. A sharp slap across her cheek. Loud. Echoing. Unforgivable. Everything stopped. Her books scattered to the floor. Gasps. Silence. Even his friends froze. Zach laughed at first, as if it was a joke. But then he saw her eyes. Emily slowly lifted her head. Her hair fell away from her face. No tears. No fear. Just stillness. And that stillness broke him first. Before Zach could take a step back, her hand grabbed his wrist and twisted with surgical precision. The movement was fluid, trained, brutal. The pop of his elbow dislocating echoed through the hallway like thunder. Zach's scream cut through the silence as he dropped to his knees. Then the teacher arrived. Emily didn't run. She didn't cry. She calmly stepped back, picked up her books, and waited. The principal was called. An ambulance came. And suddenly, the entire school had a new name for her, not freak. Not mute. Just Emily. The challenges afterward weren't easy. She was suspended for 3 days, pending investigation. Some parents called it violence. Others called it justice. But one meeting with Zach's parents changed everything. His mother came in defensive, until she saw the bruises on Emily's cheek. Until she heard her son's previous warnings ignored by staff. Until she read a handwritten letter Emily left with the principal explaining her silence, her grief, and how she had tried so hard not to react, until that slap stole the last of her patience. Zach didn't press charges. He didn't speak to anyone for a week, actually. When he returned, he wore a sling and a different look in his eyes. Not anger. Not pride. Something closer to guilt. After that day, things changed. Emily started speaking again, not often, but enough. She joined the school's self-defense club and eventually taught others how to protect themselves. The girl who had once eaten lunch alone began mentoring freshmen who felt invisible. She didn't chase popularity. She built respect. Quietly. Powerfully. And the lesson lingered. Sometimes the quietest people carry the heaviest stories. And sometimes, those who hurt in silence are the ones who rise loudest when it truly matters. End message for the audience, voiceover style. Never underestimate someone just because they don't speak. Silence is not weakness, it's waiting. And when it breaks, the world will hear it loud and clear.